I've never been so burnt and so wet in one day.
That wasn't a water park.
You see my burn marks.
Oh yeah, you look good. Fine. I'm gonna get a couple of different long shank golden Aberdeens here. And this is just gonna make sure we got something right side. Okay, you only have one with me, so.
Do I look American enough today?
You're getting there. I'm gonna add a few features.
Being Americanized.
Where's your belt buckle?
Oh, I didn't bring one.
We'll get you one. We're at Green Sullivan State Park, and we're gonna hit Reservoir 29 today. We've got a special objective. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be looking for Redear sunfish. Now, Redear sunfish have a reputation. They're known as shellcrackers. So Redear sunfish are one of the only members of that family that have pharyngeal teeth, which means they can eat mollusks and snails and clams and mussels. So we're gonna do a test today, and we're gonna see how well those things work as bait. Now, I got my mate Andrew Dutzen here. Leave me hanging. Manchester, England.
Yep.
How long you been in the States, brother?
10 years now.
Andrew used to fish for a lot of carp back in England, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of new to the style of fishing here in the States, and he's been learning some of the bass fishing, bluegill fishing. He's fishing a lot of creeks lately, so today we're gonna go out and try to catch the Redear sunfish. There's a massive population of Asiatic clams in this lake. Now, Asiatic clams are an invasive species. When they get into waters like this, they can overwhelm it. Although they're a food source for the fish, so they don't really have the same negative consequences you'd think of with some invasive species. At least not in lakes like this. They tend to filter the water, make the water a little more clear and a little more clean. So there's Asiatic clams in here, there's lilliputs, there's paper pond shell, mussels, there's all kinds of bivalves that live under the water. And since they're the primary food source for Redear sunfish, we're gonna try using them as bait today. We are gonna take night crawlers in case our experiment fails. We've got an assortment of basic golden Aberdeen hooks, split shot. Every fishing trip needs a hatchet. I'll show you what that and the rake are for later. We do have a couple of bobbers and our fishing poles. 8-pound line, nothing fancy. We're gonna go out first though, and we're gonna see if we can get a hold of some of these Asiatic clams to use as bait. Ready to go fishing?
Go. I am.
Let's do it. Back her up. You wanna do driving?
You better have.
You got this. I gotta get some bait. And that's how easy this is gonna be. Right there, you got one.
It's not something shut up.
Here's what we got. So we got these, the Asiatic clams. We got a nice mess of them. And then we actually found some snails. These are trapdoor snails. They are released from aquariums if you find them in lakes around here, so they're not a native species. So we're gonna try some of them out too. Obviously it's a pretty big shell, so what we'll do is we'll smash the shell and bait it with it, see if we can get it to stay together. We'll kind of experiment a little. You ready here?
Ready. How deep are you going with the bobber?
Well, I'm not gonna use a bobber.
Not gonna?
So use a piece of split shot and a hook. Put the split shot 6 or 8 inches up from the hook and just throw it down on the bottom and see what happens. I'm gonna go with a night crawler for a minute just to get an idea where the fish are at. That way we can just a split shot night crawler, kind of toss it up there a little bit, like not in the weeds, but then just slowly, really slowly bring it down the hill. Oh. There you go. Got one. You got us a little bass. You're not what we want. How did I do this? What? Look at this.
Is it the same one?
No, it's a different one. I can't get the bass to stop biting it. So I'm taking a second just to find where they're feeding, and I'm throwing a night crawler. And the bass are getting it before he even has a chance to get to the bottom. Those are largemouth. Oh, is that what you're asking? Yeah, it's a largemouth, but it's a small one.
It's a small fish.
All right, there we go. Look at that, long-eared sunfish.
Nice.
Get a pretty one. Not what we're looking for. We want the red ear. But where?
That's what I'm catching.
Pretty little guy, huh?
Yeah, that's a beautiful fish.
Yeah. See you, fella. Go. Oh man,
How bass is it?
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a large one. That feels like a bluegill. Here we go. And we got one. Now it's not a red ear, but we got us a nice bluegill.
That's
Big
nice.
male bluegill here. Yeah, that's a good one. That will go in the basket, which we left in the truck. He'll have to go in the bait bucket, I guess. Okay, it's on now. I got one on out there, but he got wrapped around a tree. Coopers. Look at this guy, man. These are good size long-eared sunfish. Long-eared sunfish don't usually get this big.
We're keeping up.
Yeah, we'll keep those guys. Beautiful though. This is the prettiest fish in fresh water. Now see, that's bait size right there. You like me to put the fish over here so you can see it real good? I don't need any bait though. I got freezer full. So, see you, little buddy. Get it in there. There we go. Hey, there's a nice bluegill. Here we go. Look at this guy. Woo. He's hungry. Tested a couple. I think I got it figured out. So we just leave this is the heel back here, where the two shells kind of have look like little elbows. And so what we're doing is we're going to crush the front, but we'll try to leave the heel in place, and that'll hold the whole thing together. And then we can just run the hook through and sort of scrape the bottom of the heel, and you'll get some sinew and stuff. It holds it onto the hook real nice. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I'd eat that. I mean, looks good to me. So all we've caught so far are bluegill, true bluegill, and long-eared sunfish, but we have been throwing worms to try to find where they're all hanging out. So now it's to go to our experimental bait. So let's try a clam. Oh, Dudson got another bass. I guess that we were catching bass as well. So I put 4 of the Asiatic clams on, and just the tissue this time, just to see if I can get a little bit more on the hook. I'm gonna try in a second going to a smaller hook and a heavier weight, just to see if I can use these clams. They're just, the tissue's so small, it's not, I don't think it's getting enough bait down there. Before I take this big hook off, I'm gonna crack one of these guys up. Much softer shell here. Ooh, I like this. This may be our bait. Oh wow, check this out. Look at this. I just cracked into the snail. Look at all the baby snails inside. Look at that. They were getting ready to be born. Look at them all. So they are born with shells. They're just very thin shells. Now here's what we're using for bait. This guy right here. There's a foot on the bottom here. There's this plate here. That's the bottom of what's called the trap door. So when this snail's in his shell, it can pull that inside. Look at all those little guys there.
Oh shit.
All right, so let's try our snail out. Laying them, dude. The night crawlers definitely winning the contest. Dudson's fishing the night crawlers, and I'm going with the clams and snails. Clams haven't gotten me anything. I'm trying a snail now. Sorry. So we've been out here about 2 hours. I have not caught anything on the snail or the clam. I've been fishing it about half the time and then throwing night crawlers the other half. Now I've done really well with night crawlers. So we've got probably 10 or 15 nice different sunfish in the bucket, but I really want to see if I can get into the red ear. We don't have any red ear yet, and I've always known this lake for red ear, so they're just laying low right now. I really want to find where they're at. If they're not on the nest, I'm pretty sure they're feeding wherever they're at. They're gonna be hungry, they got to. So right now it's the wrong time of day, so we're gonna give it a little time and just fish around kind of slow. I think when the sun starts to go down later this evening, I think that's when we'll really see the bite take off, and hopefully we can lay into the red ear then. But we're gonna search for him up till then. Look at this beautiful little guy I just caught. The size of his mouth. So this is a warmouth, and this is definitely a predator sunfish. He likes to eat the minnows. Look at that.
Oh shit.
Warmouth. Cool, huh?
That's nice.
Yeah, we'll let him go. Maybe. Now the bite's gotten real slow on us here during the heat of the day. We're still catching bass, but not any red ear yet. So I'm gonna do a little exploring, see if I can drum something up. Oh, I got boat fever. Time to get out of the boat. Found a nice little spot here anyway. All right. Look what we finally got. We finally got our Redear. We got us a Shellcracker. All right, look at this guy, huh? We fought hard for him, and I did get him on a crawler, because at the moment I more or less gave up on the shellfish. The bite's been too slow, and it really hasn't been working. So I'm going back to it. I do want to catch a fish on it before the day's over, but I also just want to catch some fish. Here, will you put him in the bucket for me?
Right.
In the water? Come on, man. There we go. Be a Redear. Come on, baby. Be a Redear. Nope, just a little baby bluegill. I'd have a Redear, but Andrew can't catch. So, like, being from Europe, do you have any, like, catching sports? 'Cause everything's just kicking over there, right? You just kick stuff?
Rugby, I guess.
Did you play rugby?
No. Well, one game. Didn't like it. Nearly got killed.
Yeah, I would say that would be a rough sport. Funny part is, I've been able to see every fish I've caught lately because the water is clear and they're not moving much. They just sit there, and I gotta lay it pretty close to them, and then they'll bite it. So, let's see if we have any luck over here, but I don't see any fish in here, so probably not. There it goes. Well, see if Dudson can catch this one. It's a regular bluegill. Well, I guess these are Redear now. Thanks, pal. Another gilly, just a regular. We're gonna look, see if we can find a shady spot to hang out. Oh, right in the stomach.
That one?
Yeah. Another one's pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you do know any snail can become pregnant. They're hermaphrodites.
Oh, really?
Yep. So any can, they can't impregnate themselves, but they can impregnate, any two snails can make babies.
Can you get this out?
Instead of hooking it through the foot this time, I'm hooking it through the organ tissue, and I went with a much smaller hook. Pretty much no way I present this though is it looking like anything but a hunk of catfish bait, but let's just try. My bait went one way, Okay, next snail. The clams are just so small, it's hard to actually have any meat. Like, there's just not much there. So they're proving harder than I anticipated to fish with. Let's try it a little different here.
I'm gonna run the hook all the way through the organ tissue and then out the side of the foot. This looks authentic. This little guy's like, this is just how God made me. Fish is like, well, I'm gonna eat you anyway. All right.
Shellcracker?
No, a little longer sunfish, but guess what? I caught this little guy on a snail we got right out of this lake. All right, at least I caught something now off this. Look at that pretty little guy. Longear sun. I don't understand the population of longear sunfish in this lake all of a sudden. All I ever caught in this lake before was Redear. So I plan to come out here and shoot a Redear video. And what do I catch? Giant longear sunfish. Those are big guys. The longears are usually about half that size. They're usually not really feeding when they're on the nest. You put it in their nest though, and they'll clean their nest out. So sometimes they'll pick it up, carry it to the edge, and spit it out. So you set the hook while they're carrying it. So I think here's the conclusion. Will a shellcracker bite on a shell? No. Answer's no. Conclusion? No. We got some rain coming in. Fishing's not been real active. Hopefully we get a little change in our luck though with this rain starting. There we go. He's got him a nice another longear. That's big. Look at that. Oh shit. I'm so surprised how
A Longear or biting. Oh,
how much better we're doing with longear than we are like Redear or bluegill or anything else. Like it's just so unusual you'd find this many and this size in a lake.
Belly, yeah, man.
Longear are kind of known for being in rivers.
God.
Andrew found where they're hitting.
Oh, that sounds a little different.
Oh, standard bluegill. So I've been sitting in the same spot in the boat for, I don't know, 10 minutes working on this guy right here. And I'm pretty sure he's not shy at all. That was victory! How long did I work on this guy? Oh my gosh! He was ignoring everything I was doing, but I annoyed him to death till he finally couldn't resist it. He's like, get out of here. I was like 5 minutes I was dangling that thing and putting it on top of him. But that's how you gotta handle them when they're on the nest sometimes. You just gotta torment them until they get angry and they bite. That's just how it works. Hey, good job, buddy. This is our second Redear for the day, which is not the kind of count I was looking for on this, our Redear fishing video. But nonetheless, I'm happy to say we got at least one that didn't get away. Butterfingers. Oh! Almost lost him, didn't I?
That would have been.
Oh.
Hey, Aaron. Are we gonna be okay on a metal boat in the middle of a thunderstorm?
Yeah, we should be fine.
pulling a little bass out now. The bite is on now that we're getting some lightning, which doesn't worry Andrew at all.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the first time Andrew's weathered a storm in the middle of a John boat, the center of a big lake. What do you think, buddy? Is this fun?
And the last.
What?
The last time as well.
Oh, and the last? Yeah, it'll grow on you. The problem is this is when the fish start biting. Trick is just find a nice tree to hide out under for a little bit. Stick your graphite pole up in the air and just, you know,
Stay on the metal bowl.
be patient. Hey, do you want to go back? Oh, dude, see what I'm telling you? Dude, am I not telling you? This is when it happens, man. You feel that front kick, and the second it did, boom. Boom. Did it? Yes. You will look forward to thunderstorms the rest of your life, I'm telling you, dude. It's gonna be the best fishing of your life. Look at that guy. It's just, the color's so amazing on these guys. So Andrew, you wanna hear an actual true story?
Yeah.
Involves lightning. So my mother was struck by lightning, and it hit her while she was in our house, and it like threw her across the kitchen. Apparently she had put a pan on the stove, like the moment it struck the power lines, it like went right into the house.
Oh, shit.
And went right through the pan, and it knocked her like 10 feet back. She slammed into the wall, and I guess Dad walked in and he's like, what the heck just happened? Mom's smoking. I guess her hair was smoking and like everything. It was crazy. And so they took her to the hospital, they checked her out, and you know, she was okay. And when they did a bunch of tests on her, they came out and they let her know she was pregnant.
Oh shit.
Yep. And you know who she was pregnant with?
Was it you?
This guy. So that's the story of how my mom found out she was pregnant with me. She was struck by lightning. And that is a true, honest God, true story.
Well, that explains a lot.
And that's what everybody says. You think we ought to go back?
Yeah.
But watch though. I'm telling you, with this going on, watch this. All I gotta do is chuck this out here. And we're gonna catch fish. Almost instantly. Dude, see what I'm saying? Am I not telling you? You will catch more fish in a thunderstorm than any other time in your life. Just pull them out, man.
I'm not bothered about the rain. It's just getting electrocuted.
Oh, that part. Yeah. Well, they say nobody ever gets struck twice by lightning, right? Isn't that a saying? So I'm probably safe, and you're pretty close to me, so.
I've heard that if you've been struck once, you've got more chance of getting hit again.
When did they say that? That seems like a silly saying. I like it better the other way. This is good fishing right here, man. The lightning storm's already passed us, man. We're good now. Got a little locust tree we got to worry about. This is awesome, isn't it?
You got a hook I can steal?
Hell yeah, look at this.
Can't beat him. Just join him.
Yeah, I got hooks. Hang on.
I'll wait till you get that.
I'm not sure what I got going on here. Oh, you got wrapped up in something. Got us another one. Nice big one, too. Here. Another one for the bucket. You know what? I've never been accused of being the most responsible. It felt like my hook just came off. It did. No, it didn't. Thank goodness. Okay, that would have upset me.
I was just like, they probably go inside the cabin. Very safe. And don't dangle metal rods over the edge of it. Call me crazy, Aaron. Call me crazy.
Oh man, nice hit. Nice hit. What are you? You're a bass. Yeah, you are. You're a hungry bass. Yeah, get out of here. You're not who I want. I've never taken you fishing where we didn't get completely drenched. See, the bite's already slowing down as the
the weather's passing. Like, just something about that front, man. It gets everything amped up. And like, it stormed like all 3 days, like the first 2 nights, like right at dusk, like, which is like the scariest time to have a storm, like right as the sun goes down. You know, especially when you're on like a sandbar 15 miles from civilization, in the middle of nowhere, no lights, or you know, nothing but a headlamp, and you're wondering how fast the water will rise and all that stuff.
I think your idea of survival, my idea of survival are different. Like, for me, surviving this sunburn and that's my survival day.
Getting out of the boat alive when you go fishing with me, that's also...
Only having breakfast and snacks, that's my survival day. Should be on my 3rd meal by now. And a case of beer.
Oh baby, there
Plus
you
my
go.
£250.
Come on, sweetheart. I just love these little guys, man. They hammer it. This is the best weather to fish in, right here. All right, we gotta find something to cast at. We'll go right up here along this other side. See if I can get that lens cleaned off with my dry shirt.
Oh shit.
What?
Hey,
What? Don't scare me like that. I thought it was a real problem.
there was a snake.
Grab it next time.
No, it's like
we'll have
brown.
something to eat.
It was like brown and shit.
Yeah, it's a water snake.
Not like killers.
They taste good.
Not like killers though.
No, they're not killers. We don't have any poisonous snakes around here.
Hey, do you have that cottonmouth? What is it called? Water moccasin.
Hey, you can trust me.
Yeah, okay. Hey, where's my tarp at my table?
Yeah. No, the people who say that the water moccasins live around here don't know how to ID snakes. The northern water snake is almost a perfect doppelganger.
And here I am, in a bucket with 20 of my dead friends.
20 dead fish in here with me. It really sucks.
And now all my kids are gonna get ate.
What's that mean?
Eaten.
Et?
Et.
Et.
Eaten. Ate. Et.
Oh. Et.
Now my kids are gonna get ate.
What's the funniest thing people say in America that you, compared to like England? Like what's the funniest thing you hear here that you didn't hear there?
I hate when they say route and not route.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you guys say like lift?
Yeah, we say lift instead of elevator.
Yeah.
We say aluminium instead of aluminum.
Which I don't understand that one. Your emphasis is on the wrong syllable.
What else did we say?
How about chanterelle?
Is that kind of mushroom?
Yeah.
I don't know what we call those.
I had some dude railing me on my on the channel for how I said he was like, he went on there, he was real rude about it too. He was like, I don't like the way you say chanterelle, it just annoys me every time you say it. And I'm like, okay, shut the video off. But so like, I'm like, all right, man. So I went and I looked up the phonetics of how it's supposed to be said, and I was saying it exactly correctly. And he goes, it's a French word. I said, it's not a French word. It's an English word, derived from the French language. But it became an English word when, I mean, technically it's a Latin word before it was French. So it's not a French word, it's an English word derived from a French word.
I know one that pisses me off. When you call herbs, herbs.
You call, yeah, I don't get herbs.
It's a herb, there's a H. It's a fucking herb.
Well, except the E makes the H silent. Isn't that your guys' deal? I mean, didn't you guys come up with that stupid rule?
No. It's wrong. My ex-wife used to do it. It pisses me off.
Herbs.
Herbs.
Herb-a-derb.
What t-shirt contest? Oh, my baby
I could see the herb one. That one.
But yeah, I first maybe year I was here, and people go, "Oh, you like soccer?" I'd be like, "You mean football?" And
Yeah, you might as well give up on that
yeah,
one.
and then it's just
Because it's like patriotic to mess with a European about soccer. Like we get joy out of it.
But it's like, what's the point in me even? It's making me a little bit because I'm your coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. When in Rome, you know.
So now I just go, yeah.
You kind of just have to.
Say parking lot instead of car park, sidewalk instead of pavement.
Car park.
Yeah. Car park.
I mean, most of them are pretty interchangeable. You're like, I get it. One's not really better than the other. It's just like dialects and
Trash, we call rubbish.
rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh, rubbish.
Trash can.
I like it when English people call each other a tit. Oh, you tit.
You guys got something there.
That cracks me up.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Whoa. That was big, whatever it was. Oh, fast anyway.
There you go.
Get away from that. Get away from that. There we go.
Nice one.
Bluegill. Oops.
Yeah.
Can I be a bitch and actually get the hook out of this?
No, that's not happening. I'm not taking your fish over your hook for you. Why don't you throw that in a bucket?
I felt mean on him.
What?
I felt mean on him.
You probably killed it and just let it go. If you tear organs out, put them in the bucket.
Hey man. I can't help
Look,
mine.
let the healthy ones go, not the half-dead ones.
Oh yeah, look at that grey. That black cloud's on it.
Alright. I suppose we could start heading. Hold me, Andrew, I'm cold. Gotta fish the dam, but yeah, let's go. It does look like it's a little windier. I'm getting a pinch cold. I don't know about you.
Fishing with Aaron, you know he'll go anytime. You cut and work and playing hooky, all you need is a hook and a line. Fishing with Aaron, you know that's all that we need. You might just fall in the water, but you can't say that you ain't clean. Fishing with Aaron, you know you'll
Welcome
be
to Reliably Random Outdoors. Today we decided to test whether or not the theory that fish bite better during a thunderstorm is true or not. My mate Andrew Goodson. Oh, so much water in my boots. Hi. I'm Andrew. I'm from England. And I'm wet. This guy, whenever he takes me fishing, this is pretty much the level. We're getting some nice hail now. Hey, there's one. What the hell, man? That's wet.
Has anyone ever told you you're crazy?
Again?
Has anyone ever told you you're crazy?
I've never heard it.
My boots are full of water. No, no.
Hey, was I wrong?
Was you wrong? What?
Fish bite really
yeah,
well in a
yeah.
thunderstorm?
They did.
Okay. Don't say in there. Welcome to America, brother.
But is it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't it?
I bring boots this time. I'd been bad not bringing boots.